Hi Rashmi,
Hi
how are
Renuka, how
you?
are you? I'm good. How are things in the UK?
Yeah, nothing is much happening in UK. You know that, like daily, everyday's work, then after school and all this stuff. Nothing
Okay.
such kind of
Same
like
here
a.
in Qatar.
I think happening place in the world is the India right now, right?
Yes, yes,
So
absolutely.
have you heard about the new news, like just last week news happening thing in
Yes,
India?
yes, absolutely. Are you talking about the Poonam Pandey case?
Yes. I never means I don't know about her at all. Who is she and all this stuff. But on one day I know her whole history because
Yes,
all the news
absolutely.
channel,
Yes,
all the social media handles, everyone just talking about Poonam Pandey, and Poonam Pandey. First
yes,
day it's all about RIP and rest in the peace and all this stuff. And then the next day the comments are changing a different direction, criticizing her, right? The whole drama, right? But what do you think about this?
yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, I'd heard about her. She's an influencer with, so many followers, and people are looking at her for whatever reasons. And then we read this that Poonam Pandey died of cervical cancer. And how does somebody die so suddenly of cervical cancer without knowing is something that came to my mind. I was like, it sounds a bit weird, but
I searched on Google as well about that is it like a cervical cancer is just like a kind of heart attack or something that you can suddenly die or something.
yes, that was weird. But I thought, okay, maybe she had it for a long time, and I didn't really follow her, so I thought it's possible that she actually died of it. I didn't really question it for some reason. But what happened next was actually interesting. That
Yeah.
it was fake news, and then people were criticizing her so much for spreading fake news about her own death. But what is interesting to know here, what do you think about this? What she has done?
So like I feel like that I'm not a follower of Punam Pandey, so please excuse me for this. But I feel like that one day impact of her post is a huge. People are
Yes,
talking about cervical cancer. What are the symptoms? What are the vaccines available? Everything, right? And it was
yes,
shocking that like in every 8 minutes there is a one girl died because of cervical cancer. I
yes,
didn't
yes, absolutely.
and in UK, like in UK government, they are giving us this treatment, like they are doing this kind of test every year, and they are sending so many letters. And a shocking thing is that because one of my friends, she works in NHS, and she told me that that most of the Indian women always ignore their kind of reminders as well. They don't care
Yes,
about it as well. So I
that's
think
a very interesting point you brought in. There
yes,
are two important
yes,
things. Yeah, that firstly she created awareness. Yes, whatever method she used was probably not so palatable to people, that faking her own death. But what she has done is create awareness about cervical cancer. And you are right, people started talking about it, doctors started talking about it. There were so many posts and reels, and it was everywhere in the news. If people did not know about it, they know now. If they did not know a vaccine existed, they know now. So at least people will consider getting their daughters, their whoever, their wives, or whoever needs to be vaccinated, themselves vaccinated, because it is available
yeah,
to prevent cervical cancer, and it is pretty effective.
yeah,
So that is something that has happened as a side effect. Whatever
yeah,
she has done has worked clearly. Maybe the method
yeah,
was not the best.
yes,
I
yes.
don't want to talk about the
But
method
but
itself, but
yeah, like
what she
I
wanted to
feel
do
like
happened.
what I'm saying, what I'm telling you one thing that I'm if you are asking me, I'm giving 100% to the Poonam Pandey. Why? Let me tell you. Okay, that let's say we have a so many awareness, like we are also doing as a microbiome superhero, we
Yes,
are
yes,
also doing the
absolutely.
awareness about the microbiome. We are talking
Yes,
about the chronic diseases, we are talking about the food what you eat, right? We are
yes,
giving the like a consultation, we are doing the webinars, right? But what people do normally, they just go for like a pravachan. They do that heard all just sunne ka or jane ka, doesn't do anything. How many
absolutely.
influencer on the internet now, like a Rujuta Divekar? Look, there are so many. How many people follow them seriously? Tell
Yes,
me.
they have
Like,
so many, like thousands and 1 million followers and so on, but they are just following. for the sake of following? Who is actually listening to their advice? Who is doing those things that they're asking to do? And they're very, very simple things. It's not rocket science to follow their advice.
Seriously,
It's
like
exactly what we are doing.
yeah, yeah, sure. Like everyone follows this, like a celebrities, right? Karina Kapoor, all these film stars. But
Yes.
have you seen their routine? How much they discipline themselves to go in that routine? We don't do. We just want to Karina Kapoor's figure, but we don't want to follow her routine. That's the thing. And
Yes.
another thing is that, just like a tell me one simple thing. The If you heard about that, there are so many reels on the social media about which oil you have to use to do the cooking. Okay,
Yes.
so people has created like a, so many awareness that don't use refined oil. What are the
Yes.
process in that? How
Absolutely.
they harmful for your body? How many people has seen that reel, and how many people has changed the oil from their house? In India,
Absolutely.
in India, you can get easily वो घाने का ऊपर that is
Kachli
like
ghani, it is
कच्चा
easily
घाने का
available.
oil,
It is
right?
easily available.
Easily
Yes.
available. I'm like from whenever I have seen this, and whenever we started following the microbiome superior, I'm
Yes.
just looking for the this kind of option in UK, in Costco or anywhere. Where do I get this kind of oil?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
it is really available, good size, and in India, and no one bother about this because their status.
Absolutely. Yes, so you are right about that. Whenever we started following the microbiome superhero diet, lifestyle, whatever we might call it, I changed the oils immediately. They were not that easily available here in Qatar, but now they are becoming more and more easily available. And I have switched to cold pressed oils. I have switched to this, different kinds of oils every few months. I keep switching them, which is a lot healthier, but that's not what people are doing. You have so many really good nutritionists, really good influencers telling you, like Rujita Divekar and Luke Coutinho you mentioned, but nobody's actually listening to them. So I think people are very comfortable in their own discomfort. It's so weird.
So it's so one funny thing. I feel like I can just imagine myself that Yamdev is coming to our door, and what we will do, we will just say that please wait for some time because my Swiggy order hasn't come yet, and I have to eat that whatever I have ordered, momos and all the blah blah blah, and then you can take me out. So I think this is the situation because
It
like a
is
one person died
absolutely.
on that day, and you are getting serious, right? So
Yes.
for to get you serious, someone should die for that. Is it like that?
Yes, people who have extremely serious chronic diseases also are comfortable taking very, deadly medications, painful processes that they have to go through. They are okay with that. They don't want to try out simple lifestyle changes, simple diet changes that is going to stop their chronic diseases, reverse their chronic diseases, and maybe relieve them of their symptoms, whatever they're having. They don't want to try such simple things. Food is the first medicine. Nobody thinks about that at all. And it is shocking that how is this okay?
So tell me one thing, like we are doing this microbiome superhero Shatashi 360 transformation program, and we are doing our
Yes.
fourth batch, right? What is your
Yes.
experience about who are the most kind of dedicated people in this program, and what are their kind of how you feel about this? Like what is your feedback about this program?
Absolutely. What a wonderful question. And it is so relevant for whatever time it is right now. We have had all kinds of age groups. We are starting a children's program right now. We already did the teenagers program. We have every age group, right from teenage to senior citizens. The people who follow everything the most, whatever we ask them to do, the very simple things about personalized nutrition, exercise, mindfulness, and changes to the gut microbiome, are the senior citizens. The primary reason for that is because they have seen all the ancient traditional practices. They are still in touch with our roots. They still know why they work. They might not be aware of the scientific basis behind those, but it doesn't matter. It is known now. And we are making them aware of the scientific basis of why they used to follow such things. So it is a lot palatable for them to care about it. And the other reason is they have been healthier before. It's not like the current generation where people are having chronic diseases in their 30s, 40s, heart attacks in their 20s and 30s. I mean, is this a joke? that what have we done to our health,
One is
seriously.
serious.
So
No one is
see, the
serious
senior
about their
citizen
own
level,
health.
nobody is serious. Even if people participate in this, it is so difficult to motivate them to start doing this. They are comfortable in their discomfort, they are comfortable in taking medication, they are comfortable in just lying in their beds when they are sick, and they don't want to get better. They think it is okay to do that, to spend the rest of their life like this.
I think our whole life is just made up of excuses. Like I
Yes,
have an excuse that I am a working woman. I don't have a time for myself. I have a time only for my family. And how do I take it some time out for myself and do something, right? If you talk about
absolutely.
any housewife, she always have this common answer. I don't have a time for myself, right? But that
Yes,
Yamdev once that Yamdev come to our door, then he will not ask you, do you have some spare time for me or not, right? And this is
absolutely.
some
Yes,
feel
it's a
some
very
people
good
will
point.
think that it's a very harsh I'm talking right now, but this is a reality.
No, it is very required. And what you are saying is so right, whether it be a housewife or a working professional or a working mother, whoever it might be. We are working mothers. We have our own company. We have a million things to do. We take care of our children. We take care of our families. Don't we attend our sessions regularly? Don't we exercise every single day? Don't we prioritize our health? How can we do that? So if somebody is saying that, oh, I don't have time, oh, yes, you have time. I don't get this BS where people are on their social media all day long and they do not want to take 5 minutes to prioritize their own health. If you
Yeah,
are healthy, your family is going to be healthy. If you are happy, your family is going to be happy. And yet people are just, burning up their dopamine, scrolling on Instagram reels and
yeah,
watching all kinds of nonsense on Netflix. It is affecting their choices, it is affecting everything. And when they say that, oh, I want to keep my brain aside and watch some movies, watch something on Netflix, no, you cannot keep your brain aside, it's still there. The
yeah.
subconscious mind is listening to everything. It is making decisions based on the content you're watching. So there's nothing like keeping your brain aside. That doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
and definitely like when we are following such kind of routine, how we can expect for our kids they can do the really good things in their life. Because let's see, if we have a kind of parties for the kids party, we what
Yes,
we say that okay, we don't want to do any junk food in our party. Okay, that's fine.
yes,
So what is our option? I will bring the soft drink for the adults, and
yes,
the kids drink like a kids small kind of that juices, okay, for the
yes,
kids. So can you do you know that, could you please read the label of that small
absolutely.
carton which is having a cartoon and everything on that, that how much sugar is in there in that particular juice pack? Or do you really think that this is a really good benefited or is nutrition for the kids or not, right? So
Yes,
because you are
that's a very
already in
important
that
point.
particular thing, you don't think in that way that are we doing the really good for our kids or not.
Absolutely. Those you brought out some very, very important points. Now, if I think of, let's break it down for children. When many people are already giving soft drinks and I don't know what all, in addition to fruit juices, soft drinks are pure chemicals. Definitely no benefit. There's a lot of harm that is happening to children and to adults. Juices, who said juices are healthy? Juices are actually quite unhealthy because they are so carb heavy. They are so full of empty calories. All of the fiber is gone in most of the juices. Even if a packet of juice says, oh, 100% apple juice or 100% whatever juice, it is still empty calories. It is still going to give that blood sugar spike. It is still going to give that insulin spike, which is very different from eating a real fruit. So that's a very big problem. The misconception that people have about anything that is healthy is very harmful, and this is what they're giving their children. And the
And
other thing about parties is that there is this social pressure. Unless we provide something unhealthy that other people would love to eat, like having soft drinks, having junk food in parties, people won't come to our parties. That is a common thing. That if
they
so
will think that we are very boring people.
Yes, we are very boring people. So we proved all of that wrong. We just hosted a Diwali party. I think we talked about this before, and we had a live counter where South Indian food was being made. Fresh dosas, fresh uttapams, fresh vadas, fresh everything, and everybody loved it. I was a bit, stressful about what how people would react when we did not have, the soft drinks or unhealthy food in the party. But everybody actually enjoyed it. I was very surprised.
I will tell you one funny thing because we are talking about juice, right? So in
Yes,
India, I always like the ganne ka juice. Okay, and I haven't
yes,
like I am always having a craving of that because in UK you get really bad kind of quality ganne ka juice. Okay,
yes.
so whenever I go to India, I always go that small shop where you can get fresh ganne ka juice. So
Wow.
people from India, what they do? Okay, I am craving for that fresh juice, and in India, people are buying this ganne ka juice from the bottle which is on the shelf for like a 10 to 15 days before when they done that. Like I feel like it's a really bad kind of knowledge about the ganne ka juice. You can put it in the bottle, put some preservative, and then drink it. It's a crazy thing. Like
That
a
is so right. The same with coconut water.
yes,
But sugarcane juice is a very, very good point because fresh sugarcane juice is excellent for liver detox. Everybody knows that. People
yeah,
actually recommend it for detox. So if we can drink that fresh juice right from the vendor, like it is commonly available in India, I would do it any day. We don't get it here in Qatar, but I just ate a piece of sugarcane, a whole sugarcane. I chewed on it to get fresh juice because it's best had fresh. But if people want to
yeah,
drink it with preservatives or something that has been made even hours before, the benefits are just not there. What are you drinking it for?
yeah.
Sugar?
That's true. Like
So,
whenever you go to the sugar cane, like that गन्ने के जूस पे जाओगे ना आप, तो वो थोड़ी देर के बाद black हो जाता है. So people don't
yes,
drink that,
it is not
right? And you are
the
drinking
detox
after
effect
10
is not
days.
there. Yes, the detox effect is not there when it is not fresh. It is to be had fresh when it is extracted from the sugar cane. So this is what people just don't know. Even coconut water. Why won't people have it directly from a coconut and buy something that is canned is just beyond me.
Yeah,
Especially in places where you get it very easily.
yeah, that's true. So I think people are in very thinking. I don't know the social pressure or the like a kind of celebrity kind of status we have to maintain ourselves like a page three kind of status. I don't know about this. The drinking culture, it's a really like a shocking me because I'm a working woman. I have a kind of job where I have to go with the parties with the developers, right? And
Yes.
I have seen like a very like like a proper drinking from the British people, but when I can see our Indian people there, like someone come for the 2 3 months to come for the work in UK, they are drinking crazily. I said, what is going on? I said, and I'm not drinking a single kind of thing. Like I don't drink, so they
Yes.
don't bother me. Like they don't ask. But when I go to India, and if you say I don't drink, and they said, what, you don't drink? It's you should try. And I said, no, I don't want to go in that bad habit. I don't want to try it. So these are
Yes.
the
I
things
am
like
exactly
people
the
are
same.
saying
I
me the
don't.
person.
Yes. I've been outside India for 23 years now. I've never felt the need to drink alcohol,
Yeah,
even in social situations, even when I socialize. It's just not my thing. I'm okay without that. And why should I do something that is harming my health? Why should I?
yeah.
It doesn't serve me.
Like
So
whenever
I
you
don't get
Hindi
the
Hindi
social
movie,
pressure.
right? Yeah, Hindi movie, they started the movie with some kind of cigarette ad, because how it is dangerous for your health, or any
Yes.
drinks ad, and people are watching that while having a drink or having a
Yeah.
cigarette on hand,
And
and
smoking.
then they this is the reality. So people don't care
Yeah, it
about
doesn't
their
scare
own
people.
life.
They do not care about their health. They do not care about their children's health. I mean, people don't care about their own health is still understandable, but they don't care about their children's health is something that is just, I just don't get that. Because even if they say, oh, I love my children, and then why are you giving them processed foods? Why are you feeding them with junk foods? Once in a while is also not okay. It is a bunch of chemicals. How is it okay once in a while? And if many people say that, oh, my child does not eat healthy food, that is because you introduced unhealthy food to your children. So it's
That's
like,
true.
what kind of excuses are people giving? And if they continue like this, if our generation has chronic diseases, most adults who are in their 40s have some kind of a chronic disease already. what will happen to the children? They are going to
Yeah,
have chronic diseases very, very, very soon if they don't have them already.
that's
So
true.
isn't it very
And this is
shocking?
alarming. This is a really
It
alarming.
should
And
ring alarm bells in parents' mind.
so I think overall, I feel like I don't like the how Poonam Pandey has done the things, but I can give her 100% that yes, this is a reality of everyone. That if you are not in bad state, you don't recognize that we have to care about own health, right? So this is a really
Yes.
alarming, and people, please think about yourself first. What you are doing with your own life.
Absolutely. Start caring about your own health, and please don't give the excuse that you don't have time. We all have the same 24 hours that everybody else has. And yes, we have time. We
And we
have
don't
enough
need
time.
anybody should die for such reason, and then they can create some awareness. So please stay healthy, and being healthy, and ask people to be in the same, basically.
And if you have any challenges in your own life, if you want motivation, if you want to follow a healthy lifestyle but you're finding it difficult because of the excuses that you have been giving yourself, do get in touch with us. Write in the comments box as to what challenges you are facing. What is it in terms of whether you cannot cook nutritious food, you don't know how to do it, you need help with healthy, you want to know what is healthy, you need help with exercising, anything that has to do with improvement of your health. Please write in the comments box what are the challenges that you are facing. We would love to address them.
I think i think that much gyan is enough today. Thank you so much, everyone. If you liked our today's podcast, definitely please put it in the comment. And if you think we can figure it out such kind of problem and just talk about that, please put it in the comment as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.